Hi everyone, welcome back to the Defibus where we talk about everything crypto and DeFi related. Today I'm going to be giving you a short portfolio update on my Vpnd, or also known as Vaporfi holdings, and show you how much I've earned after 70 days. With that being said, let's begin the video.
Spicy meat. Yeah, boy.
First off, I'll give you guys a short overview of what Vaporfi is about. And as we can take a look at the UI from the previous video which I did, you can see that they have a brand new spanking UI. Looks sleek, looks good, shows that the developers have been putting in the work to make the UI very eye-catching and eye-pleasing to everyone. And I like this kind of progress because it shows that the developers are constantly working, not like other node projects such as Thor. I know that they do have a new UI coming up, but it's been ages since that old clunky UI has been updated, so looking forward to that one as well. And just a bit more about Vaporfi for those of you who are unsure. There are nodes as a service platform, so all you have to do is purchase some Vpnd and you can convert them to nodes, where you can then earn daily rewards. Do note that once you stake this Vpnd, you'll not be able to get it back. That's why they're called nodes, and currently they're paying out a base daily ROI of about 1%. And what I do like about them is that they promise $0 monthly fee. Hopefully that stays where it is right now. So if you're familiar with other node projects such as Strongblock and Thor, they are now charging a monthly fee, which can hamper some of the small investors like myself. And one thing which I mentioned in my previous video about why I like Vpnd as well, they are the node project for smaller investors, and smaller nodes do get bigger rewards. I won't rehash everything as I did in my previous video. You can check that out as the tiering has mostly stayed the same. Now I'll move on to the dashboard of my earnings. As you can see, I've got about 12,400 Vpnd now, and I'm earning about $1 per day. Recently we had to do a migration to a new contract, and before that the gas fees were relatively quite high. Like I was paying around 0.03 in order to compound, but now the fees has currently halved to around 0.016, so I'm very happy about that. Hopefully the fees will start to remain low. Just to give you a bit of breakdown of the price, currently it's about $0.008, and it has been falling along with all other node programs currently in this bearish market. As you can see, Bitcoin also can't really break above 40,000, and hopefully this bearish market starts to turn soon so that all these nodes can start going back to the moon. If you take a look at the charts here, I got in around February where the price was 0.047 per Vpnd, and you can see it has crashed more than maybe 80%. So definitely a downward trajectory. And here's a portfolio summary as what I mentioned. So I started off with 5,000 Vpnd at a price of $0.04, and which brings about a total of about $235 US. And currently my node size at 12,400 Vpnd. At the current prices, my node size is around $109. And the good thing is that I'm still earning 1% per day, but you can see that my node size, even though it has been increasing exponentially, it's more than a 2x gain, my gains are still relatively low, and right now I'm only earning $1 per day. And what I can hope is that the price of the Vpnd token starts to go up, because if that's the case, then I will be able to start earning rewards and claiming them instead of further compounding them. But I think entering into this project, I knew that it's not going to be a get rich quick scheme. My plan would be to continue compounding for at least maybe a year and see how that goes, because you know, I invested this money knowing fully that I could lose everything, and with big risk comes big reward. So you definitely have to play your cards right and just play a long waiting game for these type of node projects. So just to give you a short update summary about what they have planned for the future. Firstly, they have just rolled out the AVAX claim tax, which means that right now they want you to, if you claim your rewards instead of paying in Vpnd, they want you to claim in AVAX, because they say that this will help reduce the sell pressure and increase buy pressure. But if you still want to pay in Vpnd, you can do so for 30% tax, which does not make sense to me. So people will most likely be claiming in AVAX, which is a good thing for them. On top of that, they'll be building their own Vapor chain, which will be on a subnet on Avalanche. They currently are in works for their own DEX and bridge update as well. And it's quite interesting as well, as Avalanche has been pushing their subnet narratively quite aggressively recently, and they have been donating a lot of money to people and to companies to develop subnets on Avalanche. So Vaporfi has been taking advantage of this and decided to develop a subnet under the Avalanche branch instead of building a brand new blockchain, which I think it's a pretty interesting idea as well. So this would help them save a lot of cost developing their own personal blockchain, because building something from scratch compared to using a subnet where Avalanche has already designed most of the mechanisms for them to work on is much more streamlined and much more productive for them as well. So I think this is a good move for them. And on top of that, they plan to have Vapor games and social rates as well. So yep, this is just my short update on Vpnd and what they hope for the future. So as usual, what my thoughts are is that I'm just going to keep compounding and holding. Hopefully the price gets to go back up because of all these updates, and I'm especially excited about the Vapor chain to see if subnet technologies are truly the future. So yes, that's all for this video, and as usual, this is not financial advice. Please do your own research, and I'll see you in the next one.
I'm in my mum's
Bus.
broom. Get out of me!
Bus.